problem is my problem, and my joy is your joy. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our heart. Abuja. Wake up. Reach out. Speak up. Speak out. You are the voice of a new generation. And this is your station. Talk Radio 93.7 Citizen FM.
This is 93.7 Citizen FM. Abuja.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Citizen FM News at noon. I'm Lawrence Omoite. President Bola Tinubu has assented to the Electricity Act Amendment Bill 2024. The special advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, announced this in a statement. He said the Electricity Act seeks to address the development and environmental concerns of host communities and set aside 5% of the actual annual operating expenditures of power generating companies from the preceding year for the development of their respective host communities. And the Senate has questioned the Central Bank of Nigeria concerning the increased economic challenges currently facing the country, as a voice concerned about the plan to import food to fill the gap in the food supply, citing fears that it could undermine food security in the nation.
Dollar. Are we going to dollarize the country? The answer is no. We must go back to abolish the use of dollar. Using of dollar in any shop, in any hotel, in any place in Nigeria should be abomination.
The fact of the matter, people are stealing these dollars because they know nothing will happen to them, and it is our responsibility as citizens to come up with solutions. This issue of dollar bribe and dollar taking is from top to bottom.
The damage that we have in the variable called ways and means of 30 trillion is a major distortion. It is distorting even interest rates in the system, and it is also mounting pressure on the fiscal side.
From the inception of this administration today, how many direct foreign investment have we? How many have divested?
In his reaction, Governor of Central Bank Olayemi Cardozo implored Nigerians to cut down on their demands for forex. While making this request, Cardozo advised the federal government to look into improving the educational medical sectors as a means of dissuading people from traveling outside the country to get better services.
We must understand that the genuine issue impacting the exchange rate is the simultaneous decrease in the supply of and increase in the demand for US dollars. It will also include actions by corporates and individuals to reduce our frequent demand for the dollar for business and for personal needs. And maybe the way we as an enterprise are embracing foreign goods and foreign products, and perhaps, the need to go and do certain, to go and spend certain amounts of money in foreign countries, we can do the same thing here. We don't have to every time get up and go to the UK or to the United States. Let's put together a committee to start saying, well, look, how do we moderate these things?
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has declared Margaret Emefiele, wife of former Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, and 3 others wanted for money laundering. Mrs. Emefiele, Eric Odo, Anita Omiele, and her husband, Jonathan Omoili, were declared wanted on Friday night for allegedly conspiring with the former CBN governor to convert huge sums of money belonging to the federal government of Nigeria and committed felony. They are accused of obtaining money by false pretenses and stealing, contrary to and punishable under the criminal laws of Lagos State. The federal government yesterday told the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress that it remained committed to the full implementation of all agreements reached within them. But the government said in response to the 14-day ultimatum issued by the two labor groups that it was not practicable to implement all the agreements in one fell swoop. The NLC, in its own reaction to criticisms of its threat to go on strike at the expiration of the ultimatum, said it does not necessarily enjoy embarking on strike and that it called out workers only to correct the wrongs in the country. Operatives of the Federal Capital Territory Police Command have arrested 6 suspected armed robbers in Utako village in the Federal Capital Territory. The suspects were apprehended in an uncompleted hospital building, which is a marked black spot during a coordinated raid operation. A police force public relations officer of the FCT Command, Josephine Ade, disclosed this in a statement on Friday. The United Nations Children Fund, World Bank and other development partners have expressed commitment to unite and support the school feeding program reintroduced by President Bola Tinubu-led administration. The development partners reiterated their commitment at the stakeholders meeting on public-private partnership innovative financing to enhance financial investment in school feeding in Africa.
That the school feeding program as well is an opportunity and a platform to ensure the delivery of health and nutrition interventions, including deworming and also nutrition education. The school feeding program is one that will enable and ensure that children come to school and then that they stay in school. And then when they stay in school, they're able to pay attention and learn.
We need to have a balanced nutrition for our children. And of course, we also make sure that this school feeding program is not enough to give children food, but it's also to make sure there's a correlation between the food, the type of and the type of support they need, so that they can improve learning.
A senior special assistant to the president on school feeding, Dr. Yetunde Adeniji, while declaring open the 2-day stakeholders meeting in Abuja, acknowledged the importance of school feeding programs in Africa schools, pointing out that the initiative would have a significant impact on the educational, nutritional, as well as overall development of children across the continent.
These initiatives have a significant impact on the educational, nutritional, and overall development of children across the continent. However, implementing and sustaining these programs can be quite challenging due to financial constraints and resource limitations. Let us commit ourselves to finding practical solutions that will improve the lives of millions of children in Africa, ensuring they receive the nutrition that they need to thrive, and providing them with a strong foundation for the future.
And on the foreign scene, violent protests in Senegal against the postponement of presidential elections have spread across the country, with the first fatality reported. A student died in clashes with police on Friday in the northern city of St. Louis, an opposition leader and a local hospital source have said. And in sport, Kenyan runner Bernard Sang has emerged as the winner of the 2024 Lagos City Marathon after clocking a time of 2 hours 16 seconds. The 32-year-old defeated about 80 others in the 9th edition of the race to win the 42-kilometer race and clinch the $50,000 prize money. Nigeria's female national basketball team, the Tigers, have qualified for the basketball event of the Paris 2024 Olympics. The Tigers achieved the feat, having defeated Senegal 72-65 in their first game, and Senegal losing to Belgium 66-92 at the ongoing FIBA Olympic qualifying games in Belgium. And that's the Citizen FM News at noon. I'm Lawrence Omoite. Good afternoon.